Today, good morning. Today we meet with the PLC group or the science department here at TFL County High School. We're gonna do a sharing time activity. The activity comes from our class, our textbook, 122 ways to build teams, and we'll get started with this activity. And I guess I'll begin this activity. And with this activity, as a team members to bring a special artifact to the team meet. It should be something that really meaningful for them. For example, one member may bring a picture of his or her grandparents. Another member may bring baby shoes. They are to explain what it means to them and why it's important. Explain to the team that these things to help them to get to know one another better. Tell the team that trust is built through sharing parts or others with others. And so we trying to build a team process here. And the artifact that I brought is a picture of me while I was 8 years old. I was playing rec ball, and the reason this picture is unique to me is that on this day, it was picture day. I forgot my white shorts, and I took a picture in red shorts. I was thinking that we only gonna have practice, and all my teammates showed up in their uniform with their white shorts. I showed up with red shorts, and we had to take the picture. My mother hated this picture because I was the oddball in the picture. I had the mixed match shorts, and she always hated me for this picture. But at 8 years old, the reason it's significant to me is because at that time, my mother, my father, and my teacher, they didn't give up on an 8-year-old kid who forgot his shorts one day. I was like, you know, the 8-year-old kid, I was just really ready to go play ball, have a good time with my friend, and I just forgot my shorts, and she gave me a fit about it. And also during the 3rd grade time, I had a school teacher, my 3rd grade teacher. She also didn't give up on me, and she ended up passing away my 4th grade year. She missed a lot of school during the 3rd grade because she died of cancer. And I can remember she attended one of my basketball games when I was in the 3rd grade. And so that's why this picture is very important to me, because people did not give up on me. And I had a 3rd grade teacher that meant the world to me. And she attended one of these rec games. And I'm not sure how well I played. I just happened to see her there, and she passed away less than a year after she attended one of my rec basketball games. All right, thank you. Anybody else be willing to share?
I brought an artifact that was made when I was in pre-K, and it's just it's a little wood piece that has my name and my fingerprints that I think was made when I was in pre-K, and it talks about not getting discouraged when things get messy. And I guess my pre-K teacher made it to give as a Mother's Day gift, and I know my mom always had it on the wall. And it was just always special to me, and I think it kind of had some semblance of why I wanted to be a teacher, because I knew a teacher made it for me. And so I don't know, it was inspiration for me. And so when I got to be a teenager, I put it on my wall, and I now have it on the wall in my office at home. So I've always carried it with me, and it's special. It has a special place in my heart, and I think a teacher must have really cared and really loved me. And that's what I want for my students, is to know that they are cared for and that they are loved. So, and to not be discouraged.
Thank you.
All right, well, I don't have my artifact with me, but what I would have brought, if I brought it, would have been a gourd that I would have painted when I was in 11th grade. So we had an art class, we just had to paint a gourd, could be anything. And I decided to paint it as Yosemite Sam. I had to think long and hard about it, and then I finally decided on Yosemite Sam. And I guess the reason it's special to me because it kind of represents a couple different things. I was really proud of it because I thought to creativity to try to come up with that, because you could have done a gourd of anything, but it was really neat how a gourd shaped like that, and you have him like fit perfectly to do his hat. So he'd wear that hat, and so I was really proud because it feel like you accomplished something that you have to think about that's creative. And I guess kind of as far as teaching goes, that's kind of relates to teaching, because you got to come up with lessons that are creative. Try to think of, it's not just cookie cutter, everything is, you got to try to be creative. And also it took a lot of effort, time, and it was a finished product that you can look at, and you can look at it and hold it, keep it there. But lots of times I think that when you teach, you have finished products, which is honestly, how do your kids do? How do they learn? Sometimes it's prettier than others, but you're always trying to be creative to work towards a finished product. And also had to do with my childhood, because I always liked watching those cartoons, and Yosemite Sam was one of my favorite cartoon characters.
Well, I didn't get this email till this morning on my artifact because I was out last week. But if those of you that know some things that about me, but one and Coach Moore knows also is I can show you my picture here on my that I have on my family. And so things that mean the most to me is the closeness of my family, not only my kids, but my cousins as well. And Coach Moore knows there's nine of my first cousins on my Williams side, and we all graduated from the University of Georgia, and we're all extremely large football and basketball fans in college and in high school sports, and we keep together closely on that. And so lots of times if we attend a ball game, it's almost like a family reunion. So for those of you that's kind of, that draws my inner strength. I came in school to become an in-school teacher to teach my kids, because they were 2 years apart, and my oldest just graduated last year, and he's at Abraham Baldwin in school now. And my next is Daniel, he's in the 11th grade, and my daughter is Hannah, and she's in the 7th. And when Hannah graduates, I can retire. But I came into the in-school program mainly to have them in my basic ag and science, and my two oldest ones wanted to stay in the weight room and play football. And those that know me also know I like the discipline of the game, and also in the structure, and it was very good for them. But I thought my daughter would come and I would spend more time with her, and she wants to stay with Mr. Varner in the band room, so she's become the musician of the family. But it's been a great experience. But like the significance to me is our community and the bond that we make with our fellow teachers and our students, that we really get to know them, as much as a larger family. So not one major artifact I reckon I could tell you, but that's significant to me, in my lifetime.
Okay, I really like what y'all shared. It showed that when you can have artifacts from pre-K. I had something from 3rd grade. Mr. Williams had this family that he had since he been married, and it just shows that the closeness, that if you share things with people, it shows a different side of them, and also shows that it shows something unique about them. And I think y'all did a great job on this activity. I really appreciate it, and we here at Telfair County, we've been in a close-knit faculty. It's always been a close-knit faculty because we're a small community, and all teachers and students pretty much knows one another. So we have a great staff here, and I really enjoy working here. Thank you.